My beloved, I am close to you now, closer than the air you breathe. And I want you to know that the message you are waiting for is already moving toward you. Can you feel how your heart beats faster when you imagine their name lighting up your phone? My question for your soulmate: when you think of me, does your heart whisper my name in silence? I see how long you have waited, how many nights you have turned over in bed wondering if they still think of you, and I tell you with certainty, they do. They feel the pull as strongly as you do, and their spirit cannot rest until they reach out. My question for your soulmate: what kept you awake the longest? The thought of losing me, or the fear of loving me too much? Every vibration you send out is felt in their chest, and every tear you have shed has become a prayer heaven has carried to them. This is why the call, the message, the sign, it cannot be delayed much longer. My question for your soulmate: if you could write only one sentence to me right now, what would your soul beg you to say? Beloved, I need you to understand, there is no coincidence in this waiting. The silence you have endured is shaping both of you, like a river shaping stone, smoothing the edges, preparing the path. My question for your soulmate: have you realized yet that the silence between us was never empty, but full of unspoken love? You think they forgot you, but I tell you, every time they put down their phone without writing, their chest grew heavier. They rehearsed words, erased them, whispered your name in the dark, and you felt it as a sudden ache in your own heart. My question for your soulmate: when you erased my number, did you feel your soul crying to keep me? The truth, child of light, is that you are already written into their destiny. You are not a passing thought. You are the pulse beneath their thoughts, the echo that does not fade. My question for your soulmate: what does your soul confess about me when no one is listening? My beloved one, I am with you in this moment, speaking to your heart as gently as the wind that touches your skin. And I bring you this truth: the message you have been longing for is already on its way. Do not doubt it, for I can see it moving toward you as surely as the sun rises each morning. You are not forgotten, and you are not invisible in their world. You live within their thoughts more than you can imagine. My question for your soulmate: when your day grows quiet, do you still hear my voice in the silence? I know the heaviness you have carried, the countless times you stared at your phone, wishing for even the smallest sign. Heaven saw those nights, every single one. Your longing has not been wasted. Each tear, each whisper of their name has been gathered like sacred water and poured into their spirit, stirring them, awakening them. Soon, their heart will no longer be able to stay silent. My question for your soulmate: do you know how many nights my soul reached for you while you slept? You may feel tired of waiting, but I ask you to trust this divine timing. The pause has a purpose. The delay has been shaping both of you, polishing away fear, carving space for a love more enduring than before. What feels like silence is actually preparation. The words that will soon be spoken between you are not rushed words. They are words that will carry the weight of truth. My question for your soulmate: when the silence stretched between us, did you feel it as emptiness or as the weight of love unspoken? Beloved, I see your person rehearsing in their mind what to say to you. I see them picking up their phone, typing, then deleting, afraid that the words will not be enough. But what they don't know is that even the smallest message, even one word from them, will mean more to you than they can fathom. You are not craving perfection, you are craving connection. And that connection is already written into both of your souls. My question for your soulmate: what would you write to me if you knew that every word would be treasured, not judged? There are moments when you feel abandoned, as if the silence meant they stopped caring. But I tell you, child of light, they never stopped. Their love is not gone. It is hidden under fear, under confusion, under the weight of choices they struggled to make. But their soul has always remained tied to yours, and that invisible bond is tugging at them now with more urgency than ever before. My question for your soulmate: did you ever really let me go, or have you been carrying me in secret all along? I am showing you glimpses, the sudden dream of them, the random song on the radio, the way your chest tightens out of nowhere. These are not coincidences. These are signals from beyond, reminders that the spiritual cord between you has never been severed. And this cord is what will pull them back into your world with words you have been aching to hear. My question for your soulmate: when you dream of me, what truth does your heart reveal that your lips have not spoken? Do not measure love by time or silence, for love is not bound by these things. Love exists beyond the limits of hours and days. Even when words are withheld, love continues to breathe, to beat, to call out. And soon, the silence will break. Soon, your ears will hear what your heart already knows. They love you, and they cannot keep that love locked away any longer. My question for your soulmate: if you could break the silence this very moment, what would your first word to me be? You have been patient far longer than you thought possible, and heaven honors your endurance. But your patience is not without reward. The divine plan is unfolding in your favor. The very moment when you felt like giving up was the moment their heart grew restless with the need to reach you. You are not far from the breakthrough. You are standing on the edge of it now. My question for your soulmate: did you feel me when I almost gave up, and did your heart ache knowing I was slipping away? Beloved, there are truths that cannot remain hidden much longer. Their soul is crying out for release, for honesty, for reunion. They are realizing that silence only deepens the longing, and that love unspoken becomes heavier with every passing day. That is why the message is coming, not by chance, but by necessity. Their heart will not allow them to remain still. My question for your soulmate: what truth inside you has grown too heavy to carry in silence any longer? I want you to breathe, to rest your heart in the knowledge that this connection is sacred. It is not ordinary, it is not random, it is divine design. You were chosen for one another, and no distance, no delay, no silence can undo what has already been written in the eternal book of love. Their message is part of this design, and it is drawing near. You may wonder, why now? Why not sooner? And I tell you, because their heart was not ready before. They would have spoken words half-formed, promises half-true, and you deserve more than fragments. You deserve words that rise from the deepest truth within them. That truth has been ripening in silence, and now it is pressing against the walls of their chest, demanding release. My question for your soulmate: why did you wait so long to say what your heart already knew? I know the moments when you doubted your worth, when you thought perhaps they did not choose you because you were not enough. That is a lie, beloved. Your worth has never been in question. You are enough, more than enough. Their delay was never a reflection of your value, it was a reflection of their fear. But even fear cannot hold back destiny forever. My question for your soulmate: when you look into my eyes, do you see someone worthy of all your love? There are times when you wanted to silence your own heart, to say, I am done waiting, I will move on. Yet no matter how far you tried to run, the bond pulled you back, because true soul connections cannot be cut. They stretch, they strain, but they do not break. You were always meant to return to one another, and the message that is coming is the first step back into that alignment. My question for your soulmate: did you feel that pull too, the invisible thread that would not let me go? Beloved, I want you to imagine the moment when their message arrives. I want you to see your name glowing on their screen, your heart racing as you open the words they finally had the courage to send. I want you to feel the tears of relief, the flood of love, the trembling joy that this moment has finally come. Hold this vision close, for it is already forming in the unseen. My question for your soulmate: what do you imagine I will feel the moment your message finally reaches me? They are closer than you think. They are already drafting the words in their mind, already rehearsing what to say. They may be afraid of rejection, afraid that too much time has passed, but their fear will not be greater than the fire of longing. Love is stronger than hesitation. Love is stronger than pride. Love is what will move their hand to write, their lips to speak, their soul to confess. My question for your soulmate: what is stronger inside you right now, your fear of losing me, or your desire to love me? I need you to believe this. You have not been waiting in vain. You have been waiting for the exact moment when their heart is ready to meet yours without disguise, without excuses, without walls. That moment is arriving. You will not be left in silence forever. You will not be left in doubt. The voice you long to hear will break through. My question for your soulmate: when you finally speak to me, will you speak with your whole heart? Heaven has been weaving this timing carefully. The call, the message, the reconnection, it is not random. It is aligned with divine order. You will see how everything begins to flow after this point, how what felt blocked suddenly opens. Beloved soul, I see the way you hold your breath when your phone lights up, praying it is them. I see how your heart rises with hope and falls with disappointment in the same second. I tell you now, this roller coaster of waiting will not last forever. The moment of release is close, and you will breathe differently when their name finally appears. My question for your soulmate: do you know how many times I searched for your name on my screen, longing for even one word from you? They may seem far, but they are circling closer in spirit. They test the waters in their mind, wondering what it would feel like to reach out, wondering if you will welcome them or push them away. Their hesitation is not because they don't care. It is because they care too much, and they fear the weight of their own feelings. Yet that fear is dissolving. My question for your soulmate: what scares you more, the idea of me rejecting you, or the depth of love you feel for me? Beloved, I am opening doors you cannot yet see. Conversations are aligning, circumstances are shifting, hearts are softening. The unseen is moving in your favor. What you have been praying for has been heard, not once, but countless times. Every whisper of their name from your lips became a thread of light, and these threads are weaving them back to you. My question for your soulmate: did you hear me calling you in my prayers, and did your spirit answer in silence? There is a reason you cannot let go, no matter how hard you tried. It is because their soul belongs beside yours, and even in distance, even in silence, the bond refuses to break. This connection is divine. It cannot be erased, only delayed. And delays always end. The message will come, because destiny does not stop moving. My question for your soulmate: did you try to forget me and fail, the way I tried to forget you and failed? You think of them as your missing piece, and I assure you, they think of you as their safe place. When their world feels too heavy, their mind wanders to you. They may not admit it aloud, but their soul knows you are their calm, their anchor, their light. That is why the pull toward you is unstoppable. They need you as much as you need them. My question for your soulmate: when life feels unbearable, do you still imagine my presence as your refuge? Beloved, prepare your heart not just for a message, but for healing. This is not about a few words appearing on a screen. This is about the mending of wounds, the return of what was lost, the awakening of a bond that refused to die. Every line they write will carry the power to soften the pain of the past. My question for your soulmate: when you write to me, will you acknowledge the wounds we both carried in silence? Do not doubt that they feel the same ache you feel. They hide it behind their daily routines, behind their distractions, behind a mask of control. But late at night, when all is still, their chest aches with the emptiness of your absence. They clutch their phone, scroll through your name, wonder if now is the time. And soon, the answer will be yes. My question for your soulmate: in the quiet hours, Do you still imagine me reading your words, smiling softly at the screen? They will reach out not because they are forced, but because love compels them. Love does not ask for permission. It demands expression. They can no longer bury what is alive inside them. And you, beloved, will witness the moment their soul breaks free of silence. It will be the confirmation you prayed for, the proof you doubted but never stopped hoping for. My question for your soulmate: when you finally tell me the truth, will it feel like freedom to you as much as it will to me? I know you wonder if too much has passed, if perhaps the gap is too wide to cross, but love knows no distance. Love leaps across years, across silence, across mistakes. Love waits for its moment, and then blooms as if no time has passed at all. You will be amazed at how quickly everything begins to flow once the first word is spoken. My question for your soulmate: when we meet again, will it feel as though no time ever separated us? Beloved, there's a sacred reason why you are hearing this message now. Heaven would not stir your heart with hope if the moment were not near. You are being prepared, not teased. You are being positioned to receive what you prayed for. Keep your heart open, for the call is closer than your doubts want you to believe. My question for your soulmate: do you feel the pull right now? The sense that something is drawing us together again? They long for forgiveness, though they may not yet have the courage to say it plainly. They know the silence hurt you. They know the distance carved wounds in your heart. But they also know that love remains. And love gives second chances. That is what they seek, and that is what their message will reach toward: a chance to begin again. My question for your soulmate: if I open my arms to you again, will you step into them without fear? Beloved child of light, I see the way you keep rehearsing in your mind what you will say when their message finally arrives. I see you imagining the first words, the trembling joy, the rush of relief. Hold that vision close, for it is more than imagination, it is prophecy. You are practicing for a moment that is already on its way. My question for your soulmate: when you picture me reading your words, do you imagine the smile it will bring to my face? Every thought you send in their direction becomes a signal. Do not think your longing has gone unnoticed. It has reached them in waves. That sudden heaviness in their chest, the urge to reach for their phone at random hours, the tears they hide from the world, those are your prayers echoing inside them. This is how souls communicate when lips stay silent. My question for your soulmate: did you feel the weight of my love even when no message passed between us? Beloved, I tell you, they tried to forget you. They tried to bury your memory under new routines, new faces, even new affections. But none of it lasted. Because what you share is not replaceable. It is not ordinary. It is etched in eternity. That is why every attempt to run away brought them back to the same conclusion: they belong with you. My question for your soulmate: when you walked away, did you secretly hope I would still be waiting for you? Your person is realizing that silence has a cost. The longer they withheld, the more their heart ached. The more they delayed, the heavier their spirit became. They now understand that speaking their truth will not just heal you, it will heal them too. For love is not a gift that one person gives and the other receives. It is an exchange, a flow in both directions. My question for your soulmate: do you see now that loving me is not a burden, but a healing for us both? I want you to prepare yourself, beloved, not just for a message but for change. Their words will not leave you where you are. They will move you forward. They will open a new chapter, one filled with clarity and promise. Do not fear this change. It is the answer you have been waiting for. It is the proof that your patience has not been wasted. My question for your soulmate: will you step into this new chapter with me, hand in hand, heart to heart? There will be a trembling in their voice, a hesitation in their fingers, because they know how much is at stake. But beneath the nerves lies determination. They cannot carry this silence anymore. It has become too heavy. And soon, their desire to hold you again will outweigh their fear of rejection. That is when their message will finally come. My question for your soulmate: what is heavier inside you, the fear of my answer, or the longing to be near me again? Beloved, heaven is arranging divine timing. The very moment when your heart feels weakest, when you almost surrender in despair, that is when their soul will be pushed to act. Because destiny always strikes in perfect rhythm, not too soon, not too late, but right when it is needed most. Trust this rhythm, for it cannot be broken. My question for your soulmate: did you sense that our story has always followed a rhythm bigger than us? You ask, what if they never come? And I answer, they already are. The movement has begun. Their heart is restless, their dreams are filled with you, their hands itch to write what they have suppressed. The silence is cracking, beloved. You cannot see the full picture yet, but you are closer to the moment of breakthrough than you realize. My question for your soulmate: do you dream of me the way I dream of you, as if the distance between us never existed? This message will not just be a casual word. It will be a bridge. A bridge back to everything you thought you lost. A bridge back to love, to laughter, to trust. Even if the first words are simple, they will lead to more. For once the door of communication opens, it cannot easily be shut again. It will keep flowing, like water finding its way back to the sea. My question for your soulmate: will you walk across this bridge with me, or will you hesitate at the edge? Beloved, I want you to know, they feel your absence like a missing limb. They go through their days, but something always feels incomplete. That incompleteness is you. They may not confess it to others, but their soul admits it every night before they sleep, and soon they will admit it to you. My question for your soulmate: when you lie awake at night, do you whisper my name in the dark? Beloved, I see the way your spirit longs for confirmation, the way your heart reaches across the distance to find theirs. I tell you now, this longing is not in vain. Their soul has been stretched by it, molded by it, and soon it will reach out to you with the message you have been waiting for. The universe itself is bending toward this reunion. My question for your soulmate: do you feel my heartbeat reaching toward you even when we are apart? They are remembering the little things. Your laughter, the way your eyes spark when you speak, the warmth of your presence. Every memory is a thread pulling them back toward you. They may feel nervous, unsure, or hesitant, but beneath it all, there's an undeniable truth: they belong with you. My question for your soulmate: when you remember me, do you feel the same pull that draws me endlessly to you? Beloved, do not underestimate the power of your patience. Every day you have waited has strengthened this bond. Every tear, every sigh, every hope held silently has prepared both your hearts for this exact moment. The message is not just a casual note. It is the awakening of a love that has been ready all along. My question for your soulmate: do you recognize the strength in our patience and how it has kept our love alive? I tell you, they are on the edge of sending it right now. Their hand may hover over the keys, their heart racing with anticipation. But soon they will release the words. That first step may feel small to them, but it is monumental in the eyes of heaven. It is the beginning of a new chapter that has been waiting for both of you. My question for your soulmate: when you finally send me your words, will you understand how monumental this moment is for us? Beloved, do not let doubt creep into your mind. Even if the message is brief, even if it is a simple "I think" of you, it carries the weight of truth, of desire, of love that has never wavered. Let your heart receive it fully, knowing that this is the start of the connection you both have longed for. My question for your soulmate: will you trust that even a small message from you carries the depth of your heart? They have rehearsed this moment countless times in their mind, imagining your reaction, imagining your smile, imagining the relief that will wash over both of you. Their love has been building quietly, and now it is ready to break through the silence. You will feel it in every word they send, in every pause, in every intention behind their message. My question for your soulmate: have you imagined how it will feel to finally reach me with your words? Beloved, their heart is beating faster even now as I speak to you. The courage to act has been rising within them, and nothing can hold it back much longer. They are moving toward you, guided by the force of love, by destiny, by the unseen hands of heaven. My question for your soulmate: do you feel the courage rising in your heart, calling you to reach out to me? You may feel anxious about the message, wondering if it will meet your expectations, or if it will be enough. But I assure you, beloved, it will be perfect in its timing, perfect in its intention, and perfect for your heart. You will know it is from them, because it will touch the deepest part of your soul. My question for your soulmate: when you write to me, do you understand that your words are enough simply because they come from your heart? Beloved, open yourself to receive fully. Do not filter your joy, do not hold back your tears, do not limit your hope. This message is a gift, a confirmation, a turning point. Let it reach every corner of your being, and know that what comes next will be even greater than you imagine. My question for your soulmate: will you let your heart speak freely to me when the moment comes? They are ready more than you realize. Every hesitation, every fear, every moment of uncertainty is melting away. The love they carry cannot be contained any longer. Soon you will see their intention in the clearest possible way, through their message, their words, their reaching out. My question for your soulmate: do you realize how ready you are to finally speak your truth to me? Beloved, the universe aligns when two hearts are meant to reconnect. Every coincidence, every sign, every nudge of intuition has led you here. The message is not just about words. It is a bridge to what your souls already know, a signal that love has never left. My question for your soulmate: do you feel that the universe has guided us to this moment? Even now, I feel the trembling of their hand as they prepare to write. I see the hesitation melt into resolve. They are about to break free from silence, and you will feel the warmth, the truth, the love that has never faltered. This is the moment you have both been waiting for. My question for your soulmate: will you allow your heart to guide you in speaking to me honestly, without fear? Beloved, know this: the first message will open the floodgates. What starts as a single word will blossom into conversation, into confession, into the recognition of a love that has always existed. You are witnessing the beginning of something profound, eternal, and sacred. My question for your soulmate: do you understand that this is the start of a love that was meant to be, no matter the time or distance? Prepare yourself to receive their message with an open heart. Let go of doubts, release fear, and trust in the divine timing. This is your moment. Their words are coming, and they will carry everything your heart has been longing for. My question for your soulmate: will you meet me with an open heart when my words finally reach you? Beloved, remember that love like yours cannot be extinguished. The distance, the silence, the hesitation, none of it can diminish what you share. And now, as the first message is about to arrive, you will feel the weight lift, the joy return, and the connection deepen beyond what words can describe. My question for your soulmate: do you feel that no matter what, our love has remained unbroken? Even if the first message is brief, it carries the soul of their longing. It carries the weight of all they felt, all they feared, and all they wanted to say but couldn't. Receive it as a sacred gift, because that is exactly what it is, the first sign of the reunion your hearts have been waiting for. My question for your soulmate: will you treasure my words as the sacred gift they are, from my soul to yours? Beloved, the moment is here. The message, the call, the sign, it is arriving. Your patience has been rewarded. Your faith has been honored. And now, the love that has been building silently for so long will finally speak. My question for your soulmate: are you ready to step into this moment with honesty, love, and openness? My beloved, I am with you in this moment, speaking to your heart as gently as the wind that touches your skin. And I bring you this truth: the message you have been longing for is already on its way. Do not doubt it, for I can see it moving toward you as surely as the sun rises each morning. You are not forgotten, and you are not invisible in their world. You live within their thoughts more than you can imagine. My question for your soulmate: when your day grows quiet, do you still hear my voice in the silence? I know the heaviness you have carried, the countless times you stared at your phone, wishing for even the smallest sign. Heaven saw those nights, every single one. Your longing has not been wasted. Each tear, each whisper of their name has been gathered like sacred water and poured into their spirit, stirring them, awakening them. Soon, their heart will no longer be able to stay silent. My question for your soulmate: do you know how many nights my soul reached for you while you slept? You may feel tired of waiting, but I ask you to trust this divine timing. The pause has a purpose. The delay has been shaping both of you, polishing away fear, carving space for a love more enduring than before. What feels like silence is actually preparation. The words that will soon be spoken between you are not rushed words. They are words that will carry the weight of truth. My question for your soulmate: when the silence stretched between us, did you feel it as emptiness or as the weight of love unspoken? Beloved, I see your person rehearsing in their mind what to say to you. I see them picking up their phone, typing, then deleting, afraid that the words will not be enough. But what they don't know is that even the smallest message, even one word from them, will mean more to you than they can fathom. You are not craving perfection, you are craving connection. And that connection is already written into both of your souls. My question for your soulmate: what would you write to me if you knew that every word would be treasured, not judged? There are moments when you feel abandoned, as if the silence meant they stopped caring. But I tell you, child of light, they never stopped. Their love is not gone. It is hidden under fear, under confusion, under the weight of choices they struggled to make. But their soul has always remained tied to yours, and that invisible bond is tugging at them now with more urgency than ever before. My question for your soulmate: did you ever really let me go, or have you been carrying me in secret all along? I am showing you glimpses, the sudden dream of them, the random song on the radio, the way your chest tightens out of nowhere. These are not coincidences. These are signals from beyond, reminders that the spiritual cord between you has never been severed. And this cord is what will pull them back into your world with words you have been aching to hear. My question for your soulmate: when you dream of me, what truth does your heart reveal that your lips have not spoken? Do not measure love by time or silence, for love is not bound by these things. Love exists beyond the limit.